Look, this is why I don't like flying. I could end up in the middle of the jungle somewhere with madmen chasing me with machine guns now, couldn't I? And the plane could also crash. What is up, everyone? We're back again with another review, and this is going to be for the 2023 film Plane, and this is directed by Jean-Francois Richet and stars Gerard Butler and Mike Colter. This tells the story of a plane having to make an emergency landing in the middle of a war-infested jungle, and a pilot who feels he must do everything he can to protect the passengers on board. I hate flying. I've never been able to get too used to it. I don't think I ever will. So maybe going to see this film wasn't a very good idea, but I did it for you guys, so let's get into it. Well, Gerard Butler is known for quite a few of these action films, isn't he, that are, let's just say, quite easy on the eye. They're not too thought-provoking, they're very, very simple and follow a straightforward story, and Plane fits that bill to a T. However, what I will say is that I slightly enjoyed Gerard Butler in this performance a lot more than I did in quite a few of his other movies. And I'm no way saying that he's a bad actor there at all, because I don't think he is. But I just cared a little bit more about Captain Brodie Thomas in this movie than I have for characters that he's played in the past, like the movie Gamer or law-abiding citizen, let's say. And it's not just the fact that he's got a daughter who he's desperate to get home to, and he's had a rough ride for the past few years in his life. But he feels like he's got a duty of care for these passengers. He's the captain of the plane, and he's going to do whatever it takes to protect these people. And it just shows you that the guy has a real heart, and he's a good person. And I attached myself to him quite a lot in this movie. I thought he was an awesome character, and he is a true hero for these people, for the situation they find themselves in. And the cast and crew of this plane, apart from one guy, we're a bunch of arseholes. Now, one of my favourite movies of all time, Speed. Some of the passengers on that bus frustrate the life out of me, and I couldn't care less if they died or not in that movie every time I watch it, because they are so annoying, some of them characters. And this is by no means as good as that film, but it was nice to have a bunch of side characters who you kind of rooted for, along with Captain Brodie Thomas, and you wanted them all to get out of here safely. Mike Colter, who plays Louis Gaspar here, is a prisoner who is serving a long life sentence, and he's being transferred on this plane, which just throws another bit of a situation into the mix there, and a bit of a head scratcher for Gerard Butler's character. But we don't learn too much about this guy. I mean, the sheet doesn't really get lifted over his head a little bit there. He keeps his cards close, and he's a very mysterious character who you kind of don't know if he's bad or good, really. I mean, I thought the film was maybe gonna throw this big sob story at us and stuff, but it is all very much narrowed down there for his character. But it kind of worked for me, because I thought I kind of like it like this. I don't need to know this whole guy's life and what's been happening. It was just good to have him there kicking ass, basically, and he was a great supporting actor for this film. And talking of kicking ass, this film threw plenty of great action scenes at us and action set pieces, especially involving the plane. I was really uncomfortable watching this plane sort of get into a bit of a disastrous situation, really, because that's just going to give me more reasons in future to not get on a plane. But seriously, it was all very, very well done. It was high tension. You know, and I can imagine if you were ever on a plane that was going to go down, it would look exactly like this. So, yeah, I thought they'd done really well in that department, and it was a big part of the opening of the movie, and it really did work. But the film had some pretty entertaining on-the-ground action scenes as well. There was also some hostage situations that took place here where I was kind of scratching my head if these characters were going to get out of these grim situations. And again, the tensions were raised. You know what this film really reminded me of? If you're a gamer, you'll probably know what I'm talking about here. But there's a game called Far Cry, and it was just the very same template. A plane crashes, a character has to find it within himself to fight back some militia in a tropical island. I mean, it was pretty much the exact same thing. So if you have any idea what this movie's going to be like, think of the game Far Cry. And one thing them games always have is a strong-ass villain. Now, that's the last time I compare this movie to Far Cry, I promise. But I thought the villain here was kind of weak, I'm not gonna lie. He had this henchman with him who was the more menacing and kind of sinister character out the two, and he kind of always took over the main guy, but we were meant to fear the main guy as an audience member, and it was just a little bit of contrast there, if you like. Last movie I remember doing this was Birds of Prey. I thought Ewan McGregor's character was really brought down by his little henchman character there, and I kind of wanted the movie to just pick one and go full badass with him, but yeah, made the main villain kind of seem weak compared to the little guy who thinks he's in charge. And you can't help but feel the ridiculousness of this film as well, especially in the third act. The movie just goes absolutely batshit Hollywood popcorn crazy. And you can just feel director Jin Riche just saying to himself, yes, this looks badass. It's over the top, but I love it. And because the formula and pattern follows many, many movies like before it may not be a plane crash movie, but the type of film that it is, you know exactly where it's going. I mean, everything is just very, very predictable. There's no surprises here, really. And halfway through the film, I probably could have told you how it was going to end. I'm just going to go ahead and rate this movie now. I'm going to give Plane a 7.5 out of 10. For all the thrills it gives you, it also plays it very, very safe. It's a generic Hollywood action blockbuster. You know what? Sometimes I just need them type of movies. Okay guys, at the end of these reviews I always like to leave a little fun fact. Now a fun fact for Plane is that the movie studio wanted to change the title of this film, but Gerard Butler insisted on just keeping it simple and decided to keep the movie called Plane. Plain and simple. Yes, I had to. Okay guys, I hope you all enjoyed this review. Please consider subscribing to this channel and giving this video a like. Got lots more reviews coming, lots more videos. If you want to check out my other 2023 movie reviews, they'll be down below. Have you seen the movie Plane? Please comment down below and I'll try and get back to you all, I promise. Take it all easy guys. I'll see you all next video.